Hey everyone, I'm Walker. This is Dance Walker Tarot. Pisces. It's your turn. It's a Pisces reading. I don't know if this is Pisces Collective or if it's just for a specific one of you, but I mean Pisces, Uranus and Pisces? Pisces and Uranus? Help me. Tell me below. Which way does it go? Something like that. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Uranus. Okay. I don't know what's happening here. I just pulled these cards thinking that by the time I pushed play, I would figure it out. But I almost have more questions than answers at this point, so. Let me pull some more cards here. So there's some things going on. We're going to be talking about, like, love relationship, but there's also some, like, petty frenemy background noise. This is, like, background noise. Like, if you have Pisces predominantly in your chart, you absorb energy like a sponge. You absorb, like, you're not just, you have more depth of emotion. So you understand emotion better and you can predict it from other people. It's like you don't even have to be like a rocket scientist to deal with petty frenemies, right? Just getting like Bad Girls Club vibes. Shout out to Bad Girls Club vibes. Is not good vibes, okay? That's Bad Girls Club vibes. If you don't know what that show is, oh, God bless him. I think I watched every single season, just, oh my God. So they just get these young, wild girls in a house together and get them freaking wasted. They don't have any, like, TV or phone. They're cut off from the rest of the world, and they just kind of sick them on each other. They sick them on each other. And then like everything goes too far. Every argument gets like the molehill into the mountain sort of thing, but where things get trashed. It's like the Clermont Twins situation. If you don't know what the Clermont Twins situation is, there were these two girls who were on the show, twins. Super bougie, super bougie. Oh, I wonder if they were literally from Claremont, California, maybe so. I love Claremont. Shout out to Claremont. I used to work right around there. But, like, those are the rich people, right? And they were very better than thou to the other girls, and they really... I'm not going to go into it. Basically, one night, the other girls, like, got pissed off about something and trashed literally everything they had, like, all their stuff. Really, like, they were models, so they... made good money and spent it on luxury items, like really expensive shoes, really expensive purses. And while they went out, they did some petty stuff and took off. And then, while they were gone, other girls, just like spoiled, rotten, wicked little rotten. They ruined everything. They peed on things. They put chocolate all over this, like, white leather. I was just dying when I saw that episode. I was like, oh my God, not the bag. Right? But, everything was in the bathtub, all wet, all together, all the shoes. I mean, like, they must have destroyed like $100,000 worth of clothes and shoes. They must have. I don't know. I'll have to look it up. Comment below if you know what I'm talking about. But it was stunning to me that the producers and the director and everyone that was filming this, like, let this happen. Like, probably did more than let it happen. Probably because they did instigate it. They would do little things and then blame it on each other. And, oh God, like, it was so obvious that it was just kind of this manipulated situation, and everyone ends up fighting, beyond fighting, literal fighting, fist fights, black eyes. But anyway, just complete chaos, screaming and, and the whole thing. And every once in a while on the show, like, one of the girls would invite a friend from back home or, like, their boyfriend to come over, and they're, like, normal and chill. And So imagine like that situation where there's chaos and everyone's fighting and everything's a war, but this is metaphorical for you and your life and everything around you. And this is like, you're not in the bad girls club in this scenario. In this scenario, you're the nice, calm, like beacon of rationality that steps in to this chaotic whirlwind. Like there's always like this really nice guy who's dating one of these wild girls or something, but flip it if it's the other way around, who like comes in and is just like, wait, why are y'all fighting? Can we just like, that's, and they try to like make peace with everything, and sometimes they get along and then everyone drinks for that night and they're friends, and then the next day the guy leaves and they're back to fighting or whatever. But so something got out of hand here with the frenemy situation. So I don't know if this is at work or if this is your literal friends or neighbors or neighborhood, but something got out of hands, and it's out of hands, everyone's hands at this point. So you're not going to be able to keep the peace. To make a long story short, if this is a neighborhood where there's people literally fighting and you happen to be in the middle and you're like, hey, we could work this out. It's like, no, there's literal criminal damage that has been done or criminal activity there. And the only thing that you can do to help at this point is to like call the police. So as a metaphor, the Bad Girls Club would be, as advice to you, don't wait for management to step in, or the producer, or the director, or the parent, or the teacher, or the leader of this fraternity, or the preacher that runs the whole whatever. If this is like in church and everyone's fighting like usual, all you can do is walk away. You're not being asked to make peace here. This is like a Clermont Twin situation where it's gone above and beyond petty, and it's into like criminal territory. Okay, and so if you were the situation where you were like the Clermont Twins and you had a bunch of your stuff ruined, or like someone wrote on your wall or messed up your bike or something, like, I'm not saying that you are too bougie, but people don't even need a reason. Like, people don't need an excuse to be like wicked and horrible. That comes from jealousy, that comes from pettiness. Like, if they really wanted to get back at those girls, like, what, they were gonna hit them where it hurts, right? Which, it's like, that's just them being like, I'm hurt, you hurt my feelings, I feel disrespected. Okay, so it's like, maybe somebody felt disrespected by you, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't make it okay for anyone to treat you badly. Period. And if someone says, you signed up for this, like I'm sure the producers did to those girls when they were like, what the fuck just happened? Why did you let that happen? They'd be like, oh, well, you signed a contract, blah, blah, blah. No. You didn't sign up. They didn't sign up for that. Nobody signs up for that, right? So if it is a situation where you are the victim of a crime or it has gotten that far, you can renegotiate your contract. You can renegotiate your contract because you did not sign up for that. So something that happened is going to be like, their stepping up the pettiness is your key to freedom. It's like a loophole to get out of this contract or whatever without the financial obligations that maybe you signed off on the contract. It's like, you didn't sign up for this, period. So get your lawyer or get a new one. And I was reading this thing about, oh my god, you can't get away from it. Goddamn Donald Trump rather fucking gouge my eyes out with a spoon than ever see that fucking Cheeto's face again. But like they were talking about Melania, right? And how when he won the election, she didn't move, like she was holding out against moving into the White House, period, as the first lady until he agreed to renegotiate their prenuptial agreement. So that's for somebody. If this isn't just a lease, or it's like a tenure or a teaching situation or a marriage, maybe you were very good friends and now the frenemy situation is your mate. I really hope not. But for whatever the situation is, the legal system will have your back and be on your side, because it is something happened that was outside of what you agreed to. Okay, what's that? So if someone was trying to get one over on you, it will be revealed. It's like something was caught on tape. It's like they said, this and this and this happened, which is always so funny on the Bad Girls Club. When they lie about something, you did this and this. No, I didn't do that. And they roll the tape back and it's them doing exactly that. And then at the end of the season, they have them all on a couch on a stage to watch back the footage. And, so they might have been able to get away with lying to you or on you for a little while. But right now, we're at the reunion. This is the reunion episode. But you're not going to be bitter. You're not going to be bitter, and you're not going to run up on anybody. You're not going to take your shoes and your socks off and put your hair up. But you're also not going to let anybody punk you. So all you have to do really is just let them show the footage, and whoever believed their lie they're gonna fight. Like those two. So girl A lied on girl B to girl Z. Okay, maybe girl Z wasn't there the whole time. Girl Z was a replacement castmate because girl A got her kicked out for whatever. So girl A says to girl Z, girl B is this and that, and she did this, right? Which is a lie. At the episode at the end of the season, they're gonna roll back the tape and show that girl A did what she said girl B did, and then girl Z is gonna hop up and come over and jump on her. Oh God, my thing just fell. This is all metaphorical, of course. Nobody's beating any ass around here, right? Shout out to Camila and her down-ass mama, by the way. Pelican, goldfish. So really just be the goldfish. You just sit back, like you shake your head. You be the girl in the Bad Girls Club who is just on the couch, like shaking their head. Or if you're the one that got this done to you need to say something, and when you talk to the police, you have to say, yes, officer, I do want to press charges. Absolutely, I do. That's for somebody. Hold on here. Every once in a while, I write like some scribble before I start a thing. What does this say? Thank you for... Oh, that makes sense. Oh, dear, this is like the Pisces prayer. I was thinking of like Pisces prayer. Dear Lord, thank you for my frenemies who are so self-absorbed that they don't use their brains enough to see that they're taking my kindness for weakness. And everything's been revealed now. I know who has my back. You know who your real true friends are. That sort of thing. Thank you, Lord, for that. Thank you, Lord, for my enemies' arrogance. Thank you for letting my enemies underestimate me. If maybe you're I'm just into sports or something, and this is just not so serious, and it's a rivalry. You're about to slay everyone because they underestimated you. And someone that said maybe you cheated or you were doing drugs or something, it's going to be revealed publicly that they were lying, and they're going to be in a lot of trouble. But it all comes from jealousy, right? And the jealousy here, especially with Pisces, is that you're so psychic and you're so empathic that you do absorb the energy around you. So if you can get away from any situation like that, get away from it. It's like you have leadership potential, and so sometimes you are like, well, I could help the situation out. I could be a mediator. I could, but you're not. But you're not. It's just going to cause a lot of problems for you. Okay? Don't be bitter about this. It's all for the greater good. If there's anything that maybe you could work on, picnic with Angel Island. So this would be holding rigid expectations that block magical, psychic, empathic um, connections. Like blocks you from hearing your muses, but with Angel Island. So there's something that's blocking you from being able to hear your ancestors giving you divine guidance right now. And it could be as simple as removing yourself from gossip, drama, bad girls club, bad boys club, bad whatever. Bad whatever. You know, like you are a seer. So you see a possibility, a timeline, a world where we all get along. You know, like what you need from friendships, it's not that different from what you need in a relationship where you value people who are unique and who are creative and you really love passionate people and you like to be surrounded by passionate people. You know, you're gifted in that way. And you know, you really love to make new friends and you love to meet new people, and you could probably go to any town in any country all over the world and make friends. I really envy that about Pisces. I really do. I'm such a weirdo, but I always kind of admire that about Pisces. But occasionally that could mean that narcissists, sadists, and abusive people kind of latch onto you as a potential energy source, food source. You know, we don't need to get into that. I think you know what I mean. But it's like you are the sun. They're just reflecting your glow. You know, but it's almost like they're absorbing your energy and you're absorbing their fear and a little bit of anger, but you're only really angry because you're feeling a bit more lethargic than you want to. And this, as what to do, is it's like you're okay, you're fine, you're doing everything right. All I see here is just you doing the best you can in an extraordinary situation. Maybe we were born into an extraordinary situation or impossible family or community or something like that. And what you can do right now, honestly, is ignore it all and make your art. Make. Sit, be still, get away from the drama. All right, because it's almost like you're feeling older than you are. And a thing that I noticed the last time that I looked up famous Pisces people, which this is kind of cool, the divine feminine is here because there's something about you that is timeless. Timeless, but youthful. Like you are one of those people that kind of appear to have a youthful, young, fresh face, energy. And a lot of the Pisces, the famous ones, were like, I mean, of course they're beautiful people because they're the actors and actresses that are famous, but it's like Justin Bieber, Drew Barrymore, Jessica Biel, Rihanna, Emily Blunt, you know, Rashida Jones, Kesha, Camila Cabello. They all have such a youthful look about them, all of them. Like, no matter how old they are, they're like young and beautiful all, all the time, you know? So age doesn't matter. And it could be where the anger or the jealousy is coming from. If you're like, I have never done anything but be kind to these people, it's just that petty. It's just that basic. It's just that wicked. If it came down to that, it really is just that base and that beneath you. So distance yourself from it. Ignore it. You don't see it. It does not exist if you don't want it to this week. How about that? And someone's about to sing like a canary. So you will be vindicated with if there was a situation that you were lied on. Like I said, if this is the Bad Girls Club, we're at the part in the season where they get everybody back on the couch and they roll the tape. And you're going to be shown that you did the right thing. You took the high road, even when everyone else went above and beyond to take the low road. So if this is like a family situation, your ancestors want you to separate yourself from that family because they're like, some of them, even though they're like, yeah, that's my son, if this is like your grandfather or something, yeah, that's my son, but I don't want to talk to him. He's not listening. I want to talk to you. So it might be that they want you to separate yourself from members of the family, even if it is an actual family member that's passed away that you feel connected to, and you don't feel connected to them right now. It's because they're asking you to move away from this vortex of chaos that's kind of absorbing your energy and releasing, I don't know, like just toxic fumes. So if you're feeling stagnant, or for somebody, make sure that there's nothing like a gas leak or carbon monoxide leak in your house. Like if we're going super, super mundane and you're feeling stagnant, lethargic, and indecisive, and you can't remember anything, check all those things. It can't hurt. It cannot hurt. You never know. All of those things affect your energy level, being able to decide, and feeling. It could make you feel, I read, some kind of paranoia sort of thing, but you're not normally like that and everything's okay. So that's just for somebody. For somebody else, this is literally just kind of like the Bad Girls Club, and it's coming to the end. There was a lot of resentment out of pure base jealousy, envy, and somebody took your kindness for weakness, but not for long. Like, lucky for you, you're also the smartest one in the room. So, you value empathy in people, right? Like, you love people that are unique and artists, and you're very forgiving when it comes to eccentric personalities. But as well as what you need in love and friendship, like, just to be a person walking around, you need to be around people who have empathy. You have to. So if you make new friends, you need to put that as the number one requirement. They have to be empathetic. It doesn't matter how fun or exciting or passionate they are, if they don't have at least a base level of emotional intelligence, it's not for you. Can I just put it that way? Like I was saying, you're kind of a mystic, and sometimes mystics have to separate themselves from the herd. They have to separate themselves from the crowd and find a cave up in the mountains where they can listen to the birds and be and meditate, because they're that sensitive. Okay, so if you are feeling especially sensitive and you're feeling itchy, it might be time to be a little bit more sensitive to you being kind of a princess in the pea. With the products that you use, the bedding, the clothes, the fabric, the environment in general. Okay, so unabashedly protective of your comfort this week. Okay? Outcome here. Flying fish, that's a take a leap of faith with fulfillment there. So take a chance on opportunities. Don't take any chances on people. Don't do any charity work, and don't try to sort out anyone's problems for them. You're not going to be the ambassador this week. You're not going to be the intermediary. Is that a word? This week. You're just going to sit back and let all these people tell on themselves and each other. That's all you have to do. Create. It's like, yes, you are that kind of cloud of peace. Like in The Wizard of Oz when the Glinda the Good Witch comes in on the bubble. That's kind of you. But Glinda needs a vacation. Glinda needs to be, drinking a margarita on the beach right now. Got to keep that youthful beauty, right? But create. Write down your ideas. If you're indecisive about something, it's literally telling you that it's not you, it's who you're around. And if you're not around anyone and you're still feeling energy, it's because they really feel strongly in that base envy kind of maliciousness. But you will be compensated for that. And like I was saying, if there needs to be a renegotiation of the contract, that's what you have to say. Baby step would be get out a pen and a pencil and write down 3 lawyers who are in your area without any judgment or looking at cost or anything. That's just baby step number 1. Okay, you're going to cover your own back here. You're going to cover your own back because you didn't sign up for this. That's for somebody. And you've been as tough as you need to be. And we don't need tough Pisces. We need soft, squishy, psychic, mystic, gifted Pisces who feel like they're safe and they don't have to watch their back. It's like they are the empaths for us, and we can be like the spiky hard ones for them to protect them when is needed. But it's like you might have just had to go through a dark night of the soul, which included having to be that warrior for yourself. And so if that's the case, this is just a pat on the back from your higher power. And some ancestors, if it's not that you're feeling blocked, it's that you just need to be ready because you're going to have a bunch of love, like just rainbow wind, gusts of butterflies that come in, and you're going to feel your ancestors with you. And whole stories are going to kind of open up like visions and miracles for you. But maybe not around Bad Girls Club. Okay? But everything's going to come out, Yes, you've been very patient and accepting and loving and all of those things. And now you just need to watch out for yourself. Just step back, let them tell on themselves, press charges if you need to. Take lots of exciting chances if it feels exciting for you as far as your career goes and your art. Ooh, what was that? Oh my gosh. Okay. And if there was, this is just a message for somebody, but someone was watching you. So there might have been some illegal surveillance there, but that won't be like a gasp. It's probably something that's just confirmation. Confirmation they're about to get busted, like stung, like dead in its tracks, like jail, prison, done. Ouch. Ouchie, ouchie. They're going to be hurting pretty bad here. So maybe that's part of it too. If you were feeling like a little paranoid and it wasn't the carbon monoxide idea, it's that you were being watched. Like maybe they literally installed something in your wall. They do that. Sorry. It's not a conspiracy theory. It's kind of what happens, So, no fear. They'll be ratted out in a court of law. You will be vindicated or set right or made whole again. So hang in there. Don't bolt. Don't get spooked. Focus on your art. You don't need to be the ambassador. You don't need to carry anyone on your back. Your ancestors have beautiful messages and loves. Loves, lots of loves. Oh my God, more than love, loves. Lots of loves for you. for you. So be open to new ideas, new inventions, and a new way of seeing your own art. And don't let anyone get in the way of you and peace. Your peace is for you. You worked for it. You chose, so you chose it, you worked for it, and now you get it. How about that? Yeah, you'll find out who it is. If someone's like, will I find out who it is? Yeah, and so will everyone else. And so that's really beautiful. Hang in there. But if you have to be a rock and an island and all on your own right now, don't worry. There's movement here. If it feels like nothing's happening, there is movement here. You're going somewhere. And it could be that it feels like a purgatory because you're crossing an etheric bridge right now, but you're almost at the other end and you have nothing to worry about. Okay? Pisces. Forever beautiful, forever young, forever mystical, and kind, and forgiving and understanding. Right now, fulfillment's going to come to you in avoiding everyone else or pressing charges if they ruined all your nice stuff, like the Clermont Twins or whatever. No self judgment. This is not a time to be introspective. Who cares? This is a pat on the back. This is a wild card. And the wild card here in this situation, it's like you feel something coming. The wild card here in this situation is justice for you, public recognition, and success. And even some inspiration for a new art project that you're going to have a lot of fun with it. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Pisces, love you guys. I'm Walker. This is Dance Walker Tarot, and I think this was a general collective for Pisces. But let me know if it resonates below. Give a thumbs up if you liked it, thumbs down if you hated it. I'll see you for the next one. Bye-bye.